Shalom True, and welcome to my Let's Play of Star Trek Online on the PS4. I'm the BigB82, and this is part 51 of my Romulan Republic Federation Aligned Tactical Officer. About to undertake the penultimate mission in the Cold War side quest arc, where we're going to go and render aid to the Defera, who are under attack on their homeworld by the Breen, who are desperate to find preserver technology to turn about the balance of power in the quadrant, particularly led by a particularly nasty Breen named Flot Frel. So I'm going to help for the mission. Of course, I have to speak for the ambassador because he has no voice actor, so bear with me a second. As previously stated in the last mission, I actually have a new ship. You didn't really get to see it in action, but now you will get to see it in action. So let's help for the mission. There's a side quest, it's an incoming house. Now we have to go down to Ambassador Sarah, and there it is, cold case. You must return to Defera immediately. The Breen are searching for preserver technology, and they have once again targeted the ruins near our city. I fear that more of my people will die. With each death, the balance shifts. These attacks need to stop. We are depending on you. Stop the Breen and keep the secrets of the preservers from their treachery. Right, and let's begin. Cold case. Captain, long-range scans confirm the Defera ambassador's suspicion. It appears that there is a portion of the star chart hidden in the ruins of the planet's surface. Something is interfering with the scans though, so we can't pinpoint the location from here. An away team might be able to do surface scans in order to locate the star chart and retrieve it, but we will have to be close to transport range to beam down. Being down. Now for the fun, for my least fun part of this poxy game or console. Particularly, well, I think this is the only one we really need to do this, but it's so excruciatingly annoying. We need to direct all four members of our away team to stand on a particular part of corner of the thing to access the star chart. Essentially, you point at them and then you tell them where to go. Well, that's how it works on the PC. You click on your away team member and they're going to do it on the console. It's a bit fidgety. Captain, look down there. That ruined area is consistent with our records of potential preserver sites. If there really is a fragment of the star chart on this planet, there's a very good chance that is where it would be. Sir, I've just received updated data from the ship's computer. Apparently this site closely resembles a preserver site in the Big End system. The indigenous people there were able to access the site by performing a ritual. Records indicate that 3 people arranged themselves on top plinths, forming an arrow into point east, then south, then southeast. That's all the data I have, sir. We may be applicable to this site as well. So all of your away team members to stand in a certain area, you target them with your ritual and then press up before pressing R2 to set a location. If you press up and then R2 to set a location without a single away team member targeted, you'll send your entire team to that location. To make your away team resume your following you, just press down. No clicking connect on this motherfucker. Oh no, no, no. Oh yeah, these stairs suck. Now, so, but you need to target them, you see, and they don't particularly want to stay. So, we need to order them over there. Because they don't like following orders. Then we go. Let's not try it over there. Now we need to access one of the panels. No reaction catching. We should try a different configuration. Let's try panel 7. Oh yeah, because he's not standing on the line. You see, so it says it's annoying. It's open. Thank you. It worked, Captain. There's a power fluctuation on the base of the structure. Only 2 more configurations until we're granted access. Something is definitely working, sir. I'm picking up significant energy shifts in the structure beneath us. 1 more configuration should unlock the structure. We've done it, Captain. Sensors show that the structure has reconfigured itself internally and appears to be generating a holographic display matrix. We can review the data later, but I think we found the first portion of the preserver star chart. Right, on me. Captain, ship sensors are reporting multiple anomalous contacts. It may be Breen ships at long range, sir. The transporter room is standing by to beam you up as soon as you're ready. Let them come. There's a Breen attack force converging on our position, Captain. They must have realised that we would be coming here for the part of the star chart, so I bet they waited for us to do the work so they could swoop in and steal our data. There's no room to make a run for it. We're going to have to fight our way out. Go into red alert. That's last of them, sir. So through all this debris, I don't trust the sensors. I'll be happy once we're out of this area and back into open space. The computer has completed its analysis of the star chart, and there is an encoded marker indicating that the hangar system is the significant location. Perhaps we should investigate there next. I'll lay in a course on command, Captain. Let's go! So the Shianga system. So begins the wild goose chase around Breen's Base. Right off the top of my head, how many systems it is. Then there's a lot of impulsing. There's a lot of impulse drives at the back of this ship. Wow. Enough admiring the ship's arse. Let's get on with it. Captain, I'm detecting a gaseous anomaly on the far side of the planet. The line of navigation beacon should lead us right to it. It seems like a good place to start our search, sir. New music. Break it down. We transported a sample of the gas to a containment chamber, sir, but there is no record of anything with this molecular structure on record. It might be a synthetic compound or a byproduct of some sort of as yet known stellar phenomenon. Our science staff is now working to complete a complete analysis. I've got something, Captain. Preservers are known to encode data in the world around them. So I superimposed the molecular structure of the gas sample onto the orbit pattern of this system. It's a map, sir, and it's pointing to something beneath the surface of that small moon. I recommend we approach and perform a level 1 submolecular scan to determine if there's anything of note there. Which moon? That one. Oh, pretty system. I live on that planet. It's cool. This is incredible. The interior of the moon is hollow and contains a vast geological array that charts the heliocentric motions of everything in this solar system. The array suggests that there should be 2 large asteroids in this area, but I'm only reading one. Perhaps they collided in the millennia since this structure was created. I am, however, reading an energy source on the remaining asteroid, but it's buried deep in the rubble on the surface. If there was a collision, it is logical to assume that the rubble is all that remains of the second asteroid. We will need to remove the rubble to get a better reading on the energy source, sir. Astonishing. Who knows how long this trail of breadcrumbs has been here, just waiting to be discovered. We should scan the star chart and add it to our existing fragment. Perhaps it will point the way to our next fragment. The computer has synthesized a new star chart from our 2 fragment scans, Captain. Preliminary analysis indicates that whoever created these charts placed great significance in an L-class planet in the Mandak system. Course plotted and standing by to engage at your command. Engage. Manic system. Captain, I'm detecting a Breen squadron dead ahead, but they're moving away from us at full impulse. The Breen almost always stand and fight when they encounter a Romulan vessel. They must already have what they came for, or else they would be engaging us directly. We can't let them get away with a piece of the star chart. They would beat us to the archive. We'll have to chase them down and take the chart back. So, we have intercepted a transmission from one of the Breen ships. The message was unsecured. They must have not had time to encrypt it during the firefight. The message contains a fragment of the star chart. They must have retrieved it from the planet below before we arrived. For all we know, the Breen ships could have already been en route to the archive. I will begin analysis to determine our next location immediately. Synchronize updated star chart. Star chart analysis complete, Captain. The map is leading us back to Revel 2. We need all the pieces of the chart to find what the preservers were hiding. We will not let the Breen stand in our way. Course leading, sir. Jesus Christ, we're starting to sound like bloody Romulan. We're starting to sound like bloody Tal Shiar. Fuck's sake. Okay, to the reveal system. Scanners are picking up evidence of a running skirmish on the surface of the planet, sir. It appears that the Breen are attacking an archaeological dig site. We'd better get down there as soon as possible. If we don't, we want the Breen to escape with another piece of the star chart, sir. Well, we're waiting. Captain, take a look at these scans. The frozen rock face near the centre of the crater shows signs of a hollow interior, and these readings are consistent with preserver power sources. There are multiple Breen life signs in the area, sir, and they're moving in the search pattern. They haven't found the entrance yet, but we have to subdue the guards in order to approach the site. In other words, murder. Murder, death, kill. Murder, death, kill. Murder, death, kill. Maybe I should have joined the Tal Shiar because I'm becoming like them. The Breen threat has been eliminated, so we should take the opportunity to find a way into the cave, which is dead. I'd like to personally thank you for finding the final star chart fragment. If I'd known you were going to ultimately prove useful, perhaps I would have considered sparing your life. Of course, I'd only spare it up to this point anyway, so things would have ended the same way either way. Still, considering all that you've done to aid the Breen in their final goal, I might consider letting you and your officers live. Why not just beam back to your ship and flee back into the shadows? If you wish to fall today, however, I'm happy to help you. Why don't you think it over and give your answer to Frog Pa? He's been dying to meet you ever since the defeat of Frogran. This might be the final piece of the star chart. We should scan it and assemble it. Scanning the transmissions are complete, Captain. We should be able to follow the preserver star chart. With luck, we'll be there and gone before the Breen arrive. Standing by to beam your away team back on your command. Okay, let's speak with Ambassador Sarah. Excellent work, Admiral. Our stellar cartography teams are looking at the star charts you recovered as we speak. It might take some time to completely compensate for stellar drift, but if we can pinpoint the location, I am confident that my government will authorise an expedition to this preserver archive. All things in balance and all things in time. So, thus is the end of part 51. When we return in part 52, we'll be doing the mission Cold Storage and completing the Cold War side quest arc, and then we'll be heading off to New Romulus. I'm the Big BH2. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, comments are welcome, and I appreciate your thumbs up. And till we meet again in Cold Storage, Jolon True, and ciao for now.